Hello, thanks for joining me for a quick look at the Proverbs. Today, we're in Proverbs chapter 1, verse 7 through 9. And it says this: The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. Listen, my son, to your father's instruction, and do not forsake your mother's teaching. They are a garland to grace your head and a chain to adorn your neck. You may have heard the saying, it's not what you know, but who you know. Usually it's said by someone who's trying to get ahead in life or succeed in some kind of endeavor. I've noticed times when it seems to be true and times when the opposite seems to be true. Sometimes it's said the opposite way. It's not who you know, but what you know. Either way you look at it, the best person to know is the Lord, and the best knowledge to have is from the Lord. The verses today tell us who we need to know, what we need to know, and how to go about it. The first thing is who we need to know. We need to know two things. We need to know the Lord, and we need to know our father and our mother. First of all, we need to know the Lord with reverence and worship. 1 Samuel 12:24 says, But be sure to fear the Lord and serve him faithfully with all your heart. Consider what great things that he has done for you. Psalm 95 verse 6 says, Come, let us bow down in worship. Let us kneel before the Lord our Maker. For he is our God, and we are his people, his pasture, the flock under his care. Secondly, we need to know our father and our mother. We need to listen and follow the teaching and advice of our parents, or if you didn't have parents or good parents, whatever parental figure that you had. Leviticus 19:3 says, Each of you must respect your mother and father, and you must observe my Sabbaths. I am the Lord your God. And Exodus 20:12 is the fifth commandment. It says, Honor your father and your mother, so that you may live long in the land the Lord your God is giving you. So we need to know the who in order to gain wisdom and knowledge. But secondly, these verses tell us that we need to know the what. What is it we need to know? We need to know godly wisdom, instruction, and discipline. We need skill in applying our experiences, our knowledge, and applying good judgment. We need correction when we go wrong. And we need the discipline to make changes in our lives. James chapter 1 verse 5 says, If any of you lacks wisdom, you should ask God, who gives generously to all without finding fault, and it will be given to you. Also in James chapter 3 verse 17, it says, But the wisdom that comes from heaven is first of all pure, then peace-loving, considerate, submissive, full of mercy and good fruit, impartial and sincere. We not only need to know the who, but we need to know the what. We need to know godly wisdom, instruction, and discipline. And lastly, we need to know the how. How do we go about it? These verses tell us that we need to listen and embrace godly teaching. We need to follow the godly teaching and instruction that we received from our parental figures in our lives. Proverbs 19:20 says, Listen to advice and accept discipline. At the end, you will be counted among the wise. Proverbs 30 verse 17 says, The eye that mocks a father, that scorns an aged mother, will be pecked out by the ravens of the valley, will be eaten by the vultures. Ooh, wow. The point is, if we don't listen, there will be consequences. The last verse here about how to go about it, to listen and embrace godly teaching, is Proverbs 22:6. It may sound familiar. Start children off on the way they should go, and when they are old, they will not turn from it. But we also, in order to get the how, we need to focus on these things, and we will be rewarded as kings, or like kings. In verse 9, it says, They are a garland to grace your head and a chain to adorn your neck. These teachings, these things that we learn from others, if we focus on these things, then the reward will be like a reward of kings. If you live by godly teaching and instruction, then you will experience the wonderful rewards that they produce. Psalm 37:3 says, "Trust in the Lord and do good. Dwell in the land and enjoy safe pasture. Take delight in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart." I hope this has encouraged you today. Thanks for being with me for a quick look at the Proverbs.